Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about your weekly reading, and this is based upon your sun and your sun only. A little bit of your personality, which is your ascendant, because it carries a little bit of the sun effects too, but ultimately all your planets is filtered through your sun, and your sun is how you act, your actions, and how you see things. So right now we're going to talk about Aries. Now, sun and Aries people, this is how the energies is going to affect you for this week. So right now we have today's sun is in Virgo. So off the bat, this is an in conjunction. Anytime there's an in conjunction, that's a misunderstanding. Now you have two forms. There's a yin and yang to everything. So each sign is always going to have two in conjunctions. Now you're going to have an in conjunction represents a misunderstanding. So you're going to have a negative misunderstanding and a positive misunderstanding. The positive misunderstanding is like something you can learn from. A negative misunderstanding is like something that you still can learn from, but you may have to experience more dense type situations in order to learn what you're going to learn out of it. Now, usually when it comes to in conjunctions, the positive misunderstandings be the in conjunction that of the sign that share the same planetary ruler, and then the negative in conjunction be the one that comes before the opposition sign. So in this case, if you are Aries, the positive misunderstanding would be Scorpio, and the negative misunderstanding would be Virgo. So right here, with the sun being in Virgo right here, here's what Aries may need to learn that they may not want to learn. Instead of learning something that they may feel like, okay, this is something I like to learn. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference here? Virgo is something that you may not even like to learn, but it's something that you need to actually add to your repertoire right now. So the way your actions and how you act and how you see things is going to be misunderstood by people. And then other people's actions, the way they see things and how they act, is going to be misunderstood by you. So how to make this, how to come in between and make this a good understanding so you can have a good week is start applying more detail. Start being more cynical. Start criticizing more, criticizing of yourselves, because you can criticize others real good, but you fail to criticize yourself. So be a little bit more critical to yourself around this time right now. Start to analyze instead of initiating and creating your new ways of how to see and how to feel about the circumstances. Take a chill pill and sit back and analyze and see how other people think and how other people come to practical conclusions, how other people getting things working, how people got things working for themselves. Then you sit back and have a broad perspective of how you're supposed to make things work for you, and how you're supposed to see reality or practicality or common sense, and come to a broad perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? And then you could come back to your Aries nature and initiate and create a new way of how to see and feel about those circumstances that you came to. But you need time to sit back and kind of look out how other people getting things working with their actions, and how other people use their sense with the way they act and how they see things. Because if you're too busy being Aries right now and too busy initiating and creating new ways of how to see and feel about circumstances, you're not giving yourself room to analyze how things are already being done from the majority. So for people to even value your new opinion, and for people to not even look at it like it's opposing, or you just trying to single yourself out and things of that nature. So that's a little thing you need to add with your actions and the way you act and how you see things during this week. Now the moon is in Gemini. Now with the moon being in Gemini, the moon is sliding in Gemini. So for this week right now, everybody's emotional stand. Now, anytime there's a sextile, this is a sextile. So anytime there's a sextile, that creates opportunities. Now, opportunities could be good or bad, but it's going to be opportunities. So you got to have a spiritual discernment to know what opportunities to take and which ones to let go. But for the most part, as an Aries right now, you're going to witness, based upon your actions, how you see things you're into, and how you act, you're going to experience a lot of opportunities to be felt by others, to be supported by others. Also, you're going to be experience opportunities. It's in Gemini, so that's mutable air. The immutable being able to adapt to its own or other people's ways of seeing and feeling about things. So you're also going to experience opportunities for the actions that you take and things that you're into to be talked about yourself and others, analyzed about, communicated about. So others may even witness opportunities to talk behind your back. So be aware of that right now too, and make sure your actions is up to par and not being misunderstood by people. But for the most part, if it's in good favor, people are going to talk behind your back in good natures also. So you're going to witness a lot of opportunities for that, and a lot of opportunities for open communication and to do things that you actually want to carry out as far as your actions. And you're going to have emotional support, and you're also going to witness opportunities within yourself to feel the emotional support and feel emotionally comfortable with your actions. Or you're going to experience a lot of opportunities to kind of temper over other people's emotions, temper over other people's feelings, speaking too fast, getting the wrong idea about things. So be aware of not to take those opportunities of missing over details and being over communicative and over analyzing and things of that nature. Now let's get to Mercury. Mercury is in Virgo also, so it's another misunderstanding, and it's on the cusp, so it's coming out of an understanding and into one. So you're still going to have some remnants there of Leo, but for the most part, you need to understand that a lot of that self-centered type of talk, a lot of times you need to be more relatable with how others, even if you have to be unrelatable, you should do it in forms of criticizing more on the side of trying to help, because that's how Virgos do it. Virgos is not saying things because they don't like you. They're saying things to help you if they're saying things you don't like. But for the most part, with Mercury being in Virgo, the way people think, communicate, and analyze is also going to be you're going to be misunderstood by your actions. The way you act and how you see things, the way you think how other people think about them, you misunderstood that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not clear on that. So try to sit back and analyze and see how other people got things going before you go out acting and going out expressing the way you see things. Now Venus is in Leo, so Venus is going to Venus is the way you love, appreciate. You got the gift. This is a trine. So anytime there's a trine, that's a gift. So a gift is something that you have to actually do and not sit on your ass and do it. So actually this week you have the gift of people looking at the way you express love, appreciation, value, and how you relate to others. You have the gift of other people seeing that and being able to relate to that way of loving and that way of valuing and that way of appreciating. So if a lot of times it's dealing with desire, passion, willpower, that's kind of like your gift right now, or your way of seeing things. Not so much a desire, but your way of seeing things and how you feel about things is kind of and when it steps into the love realm of reality or valuing or relating to others, you see what I'm saying? You kind of got that gift right now. People sense that from you. Also with Mars is in Virgo, so you know what I'm saying, people's intent, willpower, their passions, their motivations is misunderstood by your actions also, the way you act and how you see things. A lot of times people don't see that as intent. Your actions seem like, so a lot of times you be looked at as manipulative right now. So try not to, make sure you're kind of more expressive on what you intend to do and not just more how you see things and how you feel about things, how you usually do, or being in your feelings. Also when it comes to Mars being in Virgo, your actions and how you see things is going to be misunderstood by what other people desire and what other people are passionately into. So a lot of times people may not desire you around right now. People may not desire because they misunderstand your actions. So you can kind of tempt things over right now. So that's why, like I said, instead of acting in your true nature, kind of be more reserved this week. Now also with Jupiter still being in Libra, you're still reaching out. Your actions and the way you act and how you see things is still at odds with other people's experiences and how other people view things and put meanings and reasonings behind things. But this also puts you in that rope, that give and receive tug of war rope of you being able to learn from the same circumstances. And you could be an asset or liability, or you could be an enemy or a friend, or you could be a helping energy or a negative energy. But for the most part, these polar opposites is what's helping Aries and Libras expand right now with their knowledge and wisdom. See what I'm saying? Sagittarius is still, and then Sagittarius is still in Saturn. So the way you gain structure in your life is still, you still got that gift of how you gain structure in your life. People still relate to that and respond to that effectively. And also Uranus is in Aries, so you're still highly adaptable to changes and rebellion and opposition already, and you're playing a unique and original role in your own and in other people's lives right now. And then Neptune is in Capricorn, in Pisces. So A lot of times when it comes to tapping into dreams, illusions, creativity, and imagination, at the same time, you could tap in and out of this realm without having a lot of issues, a lot of problems, because the angles right here is not that severe. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a lot of problems for you to tap in and out of these type of realms. And that's what's going on, and that's what's going on for you throughout the week. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn, air.